Now, firstly, I'm not a lawyer, but I am educated enough to read and to know what is written in English. Firstly, I will say that, well, finally, we have come to the end of the electoral process. But my initial reading of that report, of the judgment, brings out three major areas of concern. The first one is their definition of the status of Abuja. They are looking at Abuja as if it's a state. The electoral law states, and I quote, that to be declared winner, you must have 25% in 2/3 of the federation, of the states of the federation. And how many states do we have? 36 states. 2/3 will be 24 states. You must have 25% in 24 states and Abuja. Now, Abuja, it means whatever you do within those states, Abuja is an additional. You must win also 25% in Abuja. This is simple English language. And you don't need to be a lawyer to read the language. Maybe we need to go and ask the King of England to explain that statement to us in Nigeria. That is a major departure from normalcy. The second one is the issue of the electronic transfer. When I heard that, the electoral law does not say that it should be electronically transmitted and that is not necessary, it is the collation. And can you imagine raw data being manipulated by human beings as against what electronics data is? It is shambolic. It is shambolic. They have declared their report. We as Nigerians, yes, we know we have come to the teeter's end of this electoral process. We will have to go within our party to do a serious post-mortem analysis. And the issue of the certificate or no certificate, that will linger on for years to come. Because whatever is done today and said today will be on the pages of history for the future, for our younger generation to know how we interpreted the laws, how we manipulated the laws, and the way we are praying that our nation should be like. I am very disappointed on the totality of the statements that I've read so far. But in everything, that the APC is not a real...
Be able to congratulate him, and also if you're willing to work with him, or is relocation still a backup plan for you?
I belong to the opposition party. I don't flip-flop. I am an irredentist member of this great party. And I will continue to state emphatically that the APC is not a real political party. It's a congregation of strange bedfellows. The party PDP has the full colors of this country, from the swampy forest to the savannah region in the north. When you keep asking whether I would like to work with him, at my age, what am I looking for? I can't. I don't have that strength anymore to be running around the villa or anything. We have younger people, but our party will be meeting soon, and the decision will be taken as a party, as a strong member of the party. I won't do anything outside the dictates of our party. It's not a private enterprise of anybody, but we will sit down. we will do a serious post-mortem analysis. And there are flaws in the management of this great country. You know, the constitution we are running is very, very defective. It does not carry everybody and does not respect the minorities as against the majority. So there are things that our party will sit down, will discuss, and we will be in the inner chamber, look at it, and then we'll come up with a consensus. But for me to start jumping up, what am I looking for? We have an adage in my part of the world that says, when you are a young man, you didn't box. When you are a middle-aged man, you didn't run. Is it now that you are almost 80 that you will start flexing your muscle all over the place? No, all you can do as an elder is correct the younger generations coming to tell them this is my suggestion on this matter, and that is my suggestion. What has it got to do whether I congratulate? The whole damn thing is ended, you know, but there are mistakes on all sides. So we should go look at the result of the post-mortem analysis and take off from there. I wish this country well. This is the country that trained me. This is the country that gave me the opportunity to be what I am. So nothing must disturb it. That is my own perception. Going to say congratulations or no congratulations before the meeting of my party, it will be a disservice to my party, and I will never do that. Never.
Yesterday, after the Supreme Court judgment, the Labour Party national chairman came on TV, and he said that the Labour would unequivocally not join or team up with the government in any way, shape, or form in order to move things forward. And for the PDP, what do you suggest the PDP should be? What route should they be taking in order to play this strong role as an opposition to the main party, which is definitely necessary for a thriving democracy?
Yeah, you know, as a party, once this exercise is over, the most sensible thing to do is to do a post-mortem analysis. Why did we lose the election? What did we do that should be differently done? Are you following me? Mm-hmm. So those are issues that should be plaguing the party in the next few months ahead of us. Because national election is not tomorrow, it's not next year, it's not this. So we have ample time to do a serious analysis. Committees will be set up to look at the situation in every state. There were monumental crises which we must address. And I think if the party sits, because of the experience we've had since 1999, you don't just jump and be saying we are ready, because I could see some people hustling to hold this position or that position. No, let's talk about the period before the general election. We had problems. If we were not divided, we would have been in the villa. So the details of that will be within the inner chambers of our party. I won't talk about that outside, but I have the feelings everybody now knows where we went wrong, you know. But I have told you there were 2 key or 3 major areas where I disagreed entirely with the Supreme Court justice. How do you now start interpreting the status of Abuja? Abuja is not a state. It is in addition to the 2/3 of the 36 states of the Federation and Abuja. Do you need to go to school to see that? It's so simple. But they veered away from that. They said it's not necessary. That's one kind of an interpretation that I don't agree with. I spoke English since I was whatever age. And for the Supreme Court to tell us that it doesn't matter, it doesn't matter. Yeah, we know they have finished, but there will be a lot of analysis and a lot of discussion. The other point I want to state, and which our party must come up with, is the issue of the constitution we are running in Nigeria today. It is not working. It's so military in its structure. It is so military in its attitude and performances. It's not working. We had a report. Everybody, all the resources. Let us reduce the power at the center and give more powers to the state. What is wrong in having the police, state police? What is wrong? So every state will become closer to us, and the responsibility will be on that governor to make sure that he utilizes the resources of that land for the benefit of the people. Period. That is politics. Not everybody running to Abuja, and Abuja is cutting and dividing and telling you can do this. How? That's a military organization. Please.
Well, Chief BODE George, it is always a pleasure to have you and to have discourse with you here on Newsday. Thank you for joining us this afternoon.
They are bunch of poor individuals, right? But you obedient individuals, well-meaning Nigerians who were looking forward to a bit of this presidency, to return back to this country, and that money has been wasted abroad to invest it in this country, to leave this country out of the quagmire has been for decades. I beg you, keep your money. Do not invest in anything in Nigeria. Don't let your dollar, your euro, your pounds see the light of day in Nigeria. If you want to give somebody anything, there are multiple apps you can use to change that money into naira and give them naira in Nigeria. Let them drown in excess naira. Let the economy fall. Let everything be destroyed, because I think we need a great reset in this country. This madness cannot continue. If I say we cannot keep allowing these people to take us for a ride. They have taken Nigerians for a ride for too long. And for so long, we keep on allowing this thing to go on. They have decimated everything we hold here. Nothing works in Nigeria. And you think I'm here to come and play pity party with you? I'm done with that nonsense. So I'm talking to obedient diasporas here, who are, a lot of you on this space and you're listening to me. You can still help your family members. Who, I'm not saying you shouldn't help people, but ensure that your dollar, you see that hard currency that they are crying for currently, they are looking for currently, let them go and look for that thing elsewhere. Let me see the investment they are going to attract with such failure. Let me see the investment they are going to bring into this country, since they have neglected the diasporas. The people who have been holding the economy of this country for so many years have been spat in their face. Imperfect, I beg you guys, I beg you, use any app that allows you to deposit dollar and then take naira in Nigeria and use it to deprive this guy of your money. Because if you make any mistake and take your dollar, your naira, and anything to Nigeria, or say you are putting in a domiciliary account, you are going to lose that money. Because what I'm getting is that their next scheme is to start taxing money, foreign currencies and hard currencies in the domiciliary accounts. That is what so clear it. My brother cleared nothing less than $120,000 as of day before yesterday. And he picked it, he bought it at a loss. A lot of you remember when I told this that he bought it at 1,150. But he said, I'm taking this money and I'm leaving this country with it. He's going out to the US to invest that money in trucking and trucking business. And this is what I hope that every Nigerian will do. If you want to build a house, change your money abroad and get your naira in Nigeria and use that naira to do whatever you want to do. No capital investment that has to do with businesses should ever exist again in Nigeria. Let the APC die from within, because these people are taking us to the right. Let me round up with this. I want to let the APC members.
See the way they share this on X. If called Nigerians Without President Association. This is to show that Nigerians reject the judgment of the Supreme Court, and they have declared that they don't have a president. And also, Nigerians have blasted Dele Alake for coming out to tell Peter Obi and Atiku to congratulate Tinubu on his victory. And according to them, how will you congratulate someone who stole your mandate? I'll be giving us details on all this and more. But before we go into it, I would like us to do all to like this video, and please do all to subscribe to our channel if you are yet to subscribe, so you get updates whenever we post a new video. So see the way they shared this on X. If you are a criminal, Tinubu is your president. If you are upright, Obi is your president. Where do you belong to? And now they are saying that this is an association of Nigerians without president. That means Peter Obi is their president, but because Tinubu is the current sitting president of Nigeria, they have rejected him and he is no longer our president. Reacting to this on X, this person here said, Peter Obi is my president. That guy in the villa cannot be my president. Another person here also said, Tinubu is not our president. My body and soul and that of my family belongs to Obi. Another person here said, Obi is the legally elected president of Nigeria. Tinubu is INEC select president. Obi is my president. Obi remains the only man who bettered dead hope in political participation across sub-Saharan Africa and beyond. He remains the Okute of Africa, my president. If I have to vote again in Nigeria, it can only be by the assurance of somebody like him. I am done. So this person here is already saying that he is not even going to be voting again in Nigeria with all of what we are facing, because Nigerians, like we saw during the February 25 presidential election, trooped out in their mass to vote for the candidate they actually want to pilot the affairs of the nation. But the Supreme Court, the INEC, and even the Presidential Election Petition Tribunal, they all failed Nigerians by upholding Tinubu's illegitimacy, by upholding Tinubu's fraud, and telling Nigerians in their face that what we are saying does not matter. And this is why Nigerians have not kept quiet since the presidential election, and we are everywhere telling the whole world that indeed Tinubu did not win the 2023 presidential election. And that's why this association is now here, Nigerians Without President Association. Aisha Yusufu here also reacted and said, let me repeat, Bola Ahmed Tinubu is not my president. That you sit in Aso Rock does not make you a president. INEC and appeal court, Supreme Court can't make you a president. Only the will of the people can make you the president. Without the will of the people, you are an impostor. No force on earth can make you legitimate other than the will of the people. All the Supreme Court did was pay your rent for Aso Rock. Pretend to be a president for now. So this is what Charlie Boy here is saying, that all Tinubu is doing for now is that he's an impostor pretending to be the president of Nigeria. Another person here also reacted and said, this is where I belong. He may have bought victory today, but he can never buy legitimacy. Tinubu is an illegitimate president who stole someone else's mandate. Bola Tinubu is not my president. He is a certificate forger. Peter Obi is my president any day. This person here said, if Bola Tinubu truly won by the votes and popular will of Nigerians, let his administration bring him great honor and pride, and may he succeed beyond his imagination. If not so, may opposite be the case, and in the case of the latter, may me and my family be immune to his disaster. Another person here said, I feel betrayed that I spent 8 good years of my life to study and become a legal practitioner, only for the Supreme Court justices to throw away our constitution and electoral jurisprudence into habits because of a single individual. It's heartbreaking. Indeed, it's heartbreaking. Even this lawyer here just said it. He spent years in school. So what are the younger ones going to do in the judiciary? Because it's obvious that all they are doing there is that they are selling their market to those who can pay more You are not giving Nigerians justice. You are not giving your judgment based on the law, but based on who can pay you more. That's what we've seen. Because if fellow lawyers, like we've seen that people are coming out to say, can say what you give in your judgment is not correct, that means it's not correct. And it's obvious to everyone in Nigeria and even outside Nigeria that what you gave to Nigerians as your verdict is actually not correct, because according to the law and according to the evidence before you, Tinubu was actually meant to be disqualified, yet you upheld its illegitimacy without any warning to him or to INEC for what happened in the 2023 presidential election. Another person here also said again, Tinubu is not my president. I will never address him as president of Nigeria. What the Supreme Court in Nigeria has successfully done today is to confirm to all previously doubting Thomases that Nigeria has been captured by a criminal gang. They have put official Supreme stamp on the capture. This actually means that the fight against these criminals just started. We will laugh last, another person here said. Those celebrating criminality today will wail sooner than later. Our victory to have a new Nigeria is a destined cause, and we hope that at the end of the day, we will be able to have this new Nigeria that Nigerians have been clamoring for. Because at this point in time, all we need to go forward as a nation is good leadership. That's all we need at this point in time. And this administration, like we have seen, that is full of criminality, cannot give us that. Also, after the judgment of the Supreme Court yesterday, Dele Alake came out to urge Peter Obi and Atiku Abubakar to congratulate Tinubu and also partner with him to bring his renewed hope agenda to pass. And people have been reacting to it. But before I show us people's reaction, I'll show us how People's Gazette reported what he said. They said Atiku Peter Obi should congratulate Tinubu, support his renewed hope agenda, Dele Alake. The Minister of Solid Minerals and Development, Dele Alake, has congratulated President Bola Tinubu on his triumph at the Supreme Court, urging the opposition to join hands with the president in delivering the renewed hope agenda. Reacting to the Apex Court ruling in a statement by Segun Tomori, his media aide, Alake asserted that the sanctity of the people's will as expressed at the polls had prevailed. With the Apex Court ruling, electoral litigation has come to an end. Therefore, I urge the opposition to exhibit the spirit of sportsmanship and congratulate the president whilst joining hands with him to revamp the economy and deliver dividends of democracy to Nigerians. So this is what he said, that Peter Obi and Atiku should come together and join hand with President Tinubu and move the nation forward. Reacting to Dele Alake on X, this person here said, how can a man claim he won and has 10 months been begging everyone to congratulate him? As in, congratulate you for what exactly? As a drug lord or certificate forger? And this is it. How will you be begging opposition to congratulate him? If they want to congratulate him, they would congratulate him. But since they said that he's not the legitimate president and they don't want to work with him, you don't expect them to work with him. It's not possible. Another person here also reacted and said, with their congratulations, erase the fact that he's a confirmed drug lord, a certificate forger, and identity and mandate thief, or will it change the fact that $1 equals 1,300 naira now? Another person here also said, searching for legitimacy, it won't come. He stole the election with the help of that fraudulent being, Yakubu. Obedient and well-meaning Nigerians are just 13. It's not 1999 anymore. Everything is documented. Time shall tell. And this is it. Everything is now documented that in 2023, the Supreme Court, together with President Tinubu, Tinubu, together with INEC, together with Buhari, all of them, they held that a certificate forger should be the president of Nigeria. They held that a career thief should be the president of Nigeria against the will of the people. They forced him on Nigerians. Another person here also reacted and said there are three categories of people congratulating Tinubu on the Supreme Court verdict. The fourth one will shock you. The first group are those that have benefited from the Nigerian failed and corrupt system in the past, followed by those that are benefiting right now under Tinubu's government. And the third group are those who are standing in line, waiting patiently for their future opportunity in the near future. And last but not the least are the innocent Nigerians whose lives have been made vulnerable by the Nigerian system. This person here also reacted and said, do you congratulate a thief? That validation they are looking for, they will never get it. Majority of Nigerians did not vote for that criminal, election rigger, and a certificate forger. He was selected by INEC. Someone steals from me and bribes the institution of justice to affirm his thief, and I should congratulate him. And APC also said they shouldn't. That would amount to endorsement of a career criminal and encouraging criminals and criminality. And this is it. If they congratulate him and decide to partner and work with him, it will at the end of the day further legitimize criminality in Nigeria. Another person here also reacted and said they should leave Atiku and Peter Obi alone. They said they won, so let them proceed with governance. Please, Peter Obi, sir, do not comment on the ruling of the Supreme Court and just help us, obedience, stay clear of politics for now until when you deem necessary. Let their captain continue. I should congratulate a criminal who did not only steal my mandate but used his position to bribe judges. This person here also reacted and said, the audacity of these people. Congratulate who? You people will continue to look for legitimacy, but we never find it. To congratulate a thief and drug baron, another person here said. Also reacting to this person here said, is it by force? Conscience doesn't allow you guys to move on. You are desperately looking for legitimacy. Nigerians know who won the election. Leave Obi alone, please. Congratulate who? A drug baron, certificate forger, and identity thief. Congratulate someone that didn't win an election. How? Why? His Excellency Mr. Peter Gregory Obi cannot stoop so low to congratulate a certificate forger. Another person here reacted and said, this person here also said, Tinubu and the APC will keep begging for congratulatory messages they will never receive. You should have played a fair game, but you chose to show off your rigging and criminality skills. You are still a loser to over 70% who didn't vote for you and the world at large. And this is it. You are still a loser to many Nigerians because Nigerians know who they voted for during the election. Also, Nigerians are now openly apologizing to Umesoma for all of the insults she got during the time that they accused her of forging her JAMB results. They are now begging her that they are sorry that they didn't know that according to the law, that forgery is a good thing. I'll be showing us what they said here on X. This person here said, Miss Umesoma, I am very sorry for whatever I said against you concerning your JAMB result that was said to be forged. According to the Supreme Court of Nigeria, forgery is not illegal. So this is where the Supreme Court has taken us to at this point in time, legitimizing forgery. They could not in any way give Nigerians justice in this case. They could not call a spade a spade. They looked at us in the face and legitimized forgery. So that's why Nigerians are coming out now to apologize to her for all the embarrassment she went through and for all the insults they rained on her because of the alleged forgery of her JAMB certificate. Another person here also said, so sorry, Mesoma, my sweet child, for all my harsh words against you. I thought forgery was an illegal thing to do in Nigeria and I was terribly wrong. My baby, please forgive me. Miss Mesoma, I join other well-meaning Nigerians in saying I'm sorry. According to the 1999 Constitution, forgery is no longer illegal in Nigeria. So this is what Nigerians are now doing. They are now apologizing to Mesoma for all the trauma she went when JAMB accused her of forging her certificates, because we've seen clearly that certificate forgery is now going to be a thing in Nigeria, since our Supreme Court could not speak against it, since they put a stamp on forgery and legitimized it. It's no longer a crime to forge your certificate. You can go ahead and forge your certificate and nobody will say anything to you, because that's what they have done in this case, and this has further spoiled our image before the international community, because they will now be looking at Nigeria as a country that anything can go, as a country of forgers and criminals. Thank you so much, guys, for watching this video. Please do all to share your thoughts about the video in the comment section. Please do all to like this video, and please do all to subscribe to our channel if you are yet to subscribe, so you get updates whenever we post a new video.